And my name is Minivans94, and I would like to welcome you to a Call of Duty Zombies video today. So, basically, this video is the same video I posted yesterday, which was the good and the bad of Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. And I should have put in the title multiplayer, because I'm not going to touch the campaign as a oh, this was good, this was bad. I don't know. I just don't touch the campaign, because I mean, you could get into really, because that's just a story they're telling, not just whatever. I guess I could really hinder it for Modern Warfare Remastered, but I'm pretty sure that was almost an exact copy and paste of the original. Maybe there was something different that, well, trophies, and I think there was like one small. I'm getting off topic. Today's video is the good and the bad of Infinite Warfare Zombies. This video will be shorter, hopefully, less parts or points to make, and plus I'm not covering two games. So let's start. Basically, the good is they didn't go super serious, which they were like, especially that first map, so many people were like, is this just gonna be a big cartoon? Which, I mean, their cutscenes, yeah, they weren't like Treyarch's with Black Ops 3, all nice and rendered, and, well, I mean, they were rendered, but just, yeah, they were cartoony, but it was still a lot of fun. The gameplay was good. Spaceland, I mean, they had the backpacks, which they continued with all the other maps, where you could get money, different types of grenades, with like Spaceland tickets. That was, I mean, it's not a big game changer. It's not like, oh, a new perk, a new pack-a-punch system, but I mean, it was still very unique. It was, I guess, kind of like what Origins did with the dig spots, and Shadows of Evil with the plants. So we've seen it before. I don't know, I thought it was just, whatever reason, it just was more unique this time rather than with Treyarch. I don't know why. Let's continue with Spaceland. Or, well, not Spaceland. The good, or more good, other than Beast and Beyond, there were celebrity guests, which was part of the map trying to get them out. That was very unique. That was good. Again, not taking it crazy seriously. I mean, this isn't saying that the developers weren't taking it seriously, but I mean, just, it wasn't. I mean, don't compare Black Ops 3 with Infinite Warfare Zombies, because even though everyone already does, they're not the same, as you can tell easily. But I mean, Treyarch has been doing that same story, and then just, of course, doing their little tweaks based on the game for a long, long time. Like 7 or 8 years, I think. I don't know the exact time frame, but since World at War up to Black Ops 3. They've had time, and they know what they're doing with their story. This was Infinity Ward's first go at zombies, their first go at their story. they're like, well, let's throw some mystery characters. Which, I mean, I guess Treyarch does that in their own way with, like, Mob of the Dead, Call of the Dead, Shadows of Evil. I mean, they got their celebrity guest characters that you play as. So, but I mean, it all ties in a little better. I mean, I don't know. Like, and I guess you can unlock the celebrity characters after the Easter egg. So, yeah, I guess they're kind of doing the same way, but they just did it differently and unique, I guess, because they were more part of the Easter egg. You weren't playing as them, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It was good. And they did it for every map, compared to Treyarch. Just one map out of the 5 they make. I don't know. Let's see, more good. The gameplay, just in general. I mean, it was zombies. It wasn't anything crazy like exo zombies in Advanced Warfare. They changed. I mean, they kept it. Hey, you're just killing zombies. There's nothing too crazy. The boss waves, like in Spaceland with the clowns, and then the brute, bringing them mid-round. I think that's how almost all boss waves should always go. Not of course, not like I mean the end boss battles. At the end of the Easter egg, yeah, they'll keep those too. But I mean, how just bringing them in mid round rather than well, I guess the clowns were their own round, but the brute was mid round, so that was good. Having multiple bosses like that, good idea. And then Rave in the Redwoods, we're going into DLC now. They had multiple bosses with the slasher and the Bigfoot, or the Yeti. Well, the only way to get the slasher was if you were in Rave mode. I think at a certain point, so it was after round, so up until round 10, if you went into Rave mode, the slasher wouldn't show up. After round 10, he would. I think after round 20, he's just thrown in there randomly. That's how they should have done it, in my opinion. But Rave in the Redwoods was still fun. Shaolin Shuffle, I think they only had the one boss, didn't they? They only had the roller derby. The girls. Yeah. And then Attack of the Radioactive thing had the Krogs, the small ones they did eventually start coming in the middle of rounds, but very early on they had their own for the max ammo. And then there was the brute Krog, which was a pain in the butt, especially when he blinds you. And then Beast from Beyond just sealed the deal. They did it the best. Well, I think they did it the best because they brought everyone in. It was like the final map. With it being the final map, DLC 4. Let's just put it all together. Here's clowns, this, that, boom, boom, boom. So that was good. So the bosses were good. Some were a little more overpowered than others. Like the Brute, especially in the very beginning, it took so long to take him down. But now they nerfed him, so a little easier. But still, they're good. The weapons, I don't know why Treyarch. So Treyarch, they added not well. I mean, it's only in the Zombie Chronicle maps, but not at the beginning. Let's go with that. They waited to add 2 supply drop weapons that they added to multiplayer into zombies after Zombie Chronicles released, which was the AK-74U and the M1911. But anytime a supply drop gun came out in Infinite Warfare, it was, I think, the same day added into zombies. So where's all the Black Ops 3 guns that were supply drop guns? I would like to go back, play Shadows of Evil, and get some of those guns. But no, they're not there. Which is a good point, because I remember with DLC 1 with Black Ops 3, the box was the exact same as it was to the Giants and Shadows of Evil, other than, I think, trip mines were added in Der Eisendrache. That was it. Otherwise, it was the exact same. But with Infinity Ward adding the supply drop guns, it changed the wheel loadout, which was really nice to see. What else? The good is their version, or their take on the Gobblegums from Black Ops 3. I remember first loading up Spaceland. It was like, you got 5 of them, and which Gobblegum, same thing. But I mean, it was like, oh, now I have to scroll through them. Well, now I would rather do that and have them all at my disposal, rather than being like, let's say round 25 on one of the Black Ops 3 maps and being like, well, I need my max ammo. Well, I can hit the Gobblegum machine and maybe get my max ammo. Okay. Or maybe not. And if it was early Black Ops 3, like Shadows of Evil, and you're hitting the Gobblegum machine once a round, and it was in one location, so you're running the map, yeah, that would have been annoying. But with Infinite Warfare, oh, I need my max ammo. Scroll to it, pick it. I mean, once it's gone, you have to go back to the fortune teller. So you get it once a hand, or you can spend the money and wipe out the rest of the deck just to get that back. So, and still going off of the Fate and Fortune cards, was a lot of them were stackable. So, yeah, you could scroll through them, which was good. Okay, stack them, awesome. Gobblegums, you get one. So you had to really be picky on going into those boss fights. You had to be like, alright, I've got 4 gums for the map, and pretty much 1 gum for the boss fight. Infinite Warfare, just be like, alright, let me just pay the money, refill my deck, and within the boss fight, you could go through all 5 cards again, compared to just using the 1 Gobblegum. That was very, very good. And then if you're stacking them and that, again, like early on, I'm just like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. I actually don't like it. Well, now I prefer it over Gobblegums. A lot of the cards aren't that amazing though. There's a lot of cards where I'm like, there's like 4 different versions for headshots. Like there's headshots do more damage, headshots well, do a insta kill, which honestly, being realistic, headshots should do an insta kill no matter what, any round. Just throwing it out there. And then there's a couple others where it's like, well, it's worthless. But then again, Black Ops 3 had that same thing. There were plenty of Gobblegum that were like, well, it's not worth having that. So, I don't know. Infinite Warfare Zombies, I think, did a good job with the cards. I mean, early on, I was like, oh, this isn't good. But now, again, I prefer it. What else? All the maps were fun. Well, if I had to, well, I'll rank them at the end, but most of the maps were very easy to get into. I liked the good, especially with Rave and Beast from Beyond. Rave was, you didn't get your pistol. Beast from Beyond, you got a assault rifle. But again, Beast from Beyond, different situation. But Rave in the Redwoods was, you could get melee weapons. That's really cool. I mean, I know in Zombies in Spaceland you could get the axe out of the wheel, but okay. What? Okay. I mean, it showed us what they were capable of, was giving us melee weapons. I think in Black Ops 3 there were a few, well, yeah, there were in Gorod and Revelations with the time trials. So, what else was good? Especially, I mean, there were a couple, especially once they started bringing in the supply drop weapons to the maps within the DLCs. They were actually on, some of them were wall buys, and then some weren't, which is good. But there was also, they changed, especially within the starting room of almost, actually every map was pretty much a different set of starting weapons, because there was Spaceland with the M1 and the Hailstorm. And then Rave in the Red Ones, Rave in the Redwoods, M1, and the melee weapons. Okay, that's different. Shaolin Shuffle was the Hornet, which was a classic gun, which I didn't add that into yesterday's video, was the good of bringing, well, maybe that's why I didn't bring it in, because it was good that they brought him back, but bad that they didn't add any more. So, but anyway, where was I going? There was the Hornet and I think some shotgun. Attack of the Radioactive Thing was the Hailstorm and I think the Hornet again, I think. And then Beast from Beyond was the Magnum, I don't know the name, and the Uni, which was the automatic pistol. One of them, because there was the UDM, I think, which was a supply drop gun. So that was good. They kept changing the starting room because Treyarch, same weapons all the way through. Sledgehammer within Exo Zombies, I'm pretty sure it was the same weapons all the way through. That one I don't remember necessarily because it's been so long since I've played Advanced Warfare with Exo Zombies. And then pretty much like Black Ops. Well, no, I lied. Going back to Treyarch, we're rewinding here because there was Noctur and Toten and Verrückt, I think, were the same guns on the wall. But then Shi No Numa there was a different bolt action rifle compared to Verrückt, and then Der Riese was the same as Shi No Numa, but it still changed between a couple of the maps. Black Ops 1, I'm pretty sure it was the M14 and the Olympia all the way through. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Black Ops 2, I'm pretty sure it was the same, M14 and Olympia all the way through. And then Black Ops 3, I'm pretty sure, I am almost 99% sure on this one, was it was the RK5 and the Shiva all the way through. So they don't change very often on Treyarch's side. And then Sledgehammer, when they did Exo Zombies, again, I'm pretty sure they didn't, and I couldn't tell you what the guns were. I think one was a shotgun. Maybe. I don't know. And the other, I think, was a M14 variant. So. But I'm pretty sure, again, they did that set of weapons for the starting room all the way through. I'm pretty sure. But within Infinite Warfare, they always changed. Yes, the M1 was in Spaceland and Rave at the beginning, so it wasn't a complete change, but it wasn't a complete same do-over. So I think that's it for the good. The bad is some of the Easter egg steps were a little ridiculous, but for the most part, the Easter eggs were fun, at least the ones I've attempted, and all that. Let's see. Oh, what else? What was bad? There weren't very many bad things. There weren't. Not a ton of good things either. But for some reason, I'm drawing a big blank on the bad. Other than pretty much some of the Easter egg stuff. But gameplay wise, it was the same almost as a Treyarch game. There was the box, Pack-a-Punch, weapons, pretty simple. I'm drawing a big blank. I know there's more, but it's late. This video is now going pretty long. It is still shorter than the multiplayer one, but I didn't want it to be this long, so I'm gonna end it there. I know there's more bad for Infinite Warfare Zombies. Again, I should have wrote them down rather than just trying to remember them. Will I ever learn? Probably not. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed the video anyway. If you have any good or bad that should have been added to this list, easily write them in the comments. I would love to hear them. But share the video with others, and please subscribe for more Call of Duty videos on the channel, or subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos. But until my next video, I'll catch you guys next time.